Omo, how far now? Waiting the up. I want us to yarn about Nigerian players who performed very well with their club side over the weekend. The season has just begun, and Nigerian players are doing an extremely good job with their club side. We are going to talk about them one by one. We're also going to talk about players who got injured in the process with their clubs and how it's going to affect the Super Eagles of Nigeria going into the World Cup 2026 qualifier against Rwanda and also South Africa. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching Sports Corner NG. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi signed for besiktas from Leicester City. When he signed, I was really excited because Ole Gunnar have been noticing and observing Wilfred Ndidi from the EPL during his time at Manchester United. So he knows what Wilfred Ndidi is all about and what he can offer to besiktas. Now, besiktas played a game over the weekend where they won by 2-1, and Wilfred Ndidi played a major role in that game, performed extremely well in that game. But then when he was being substituted, a lot of us were worried because of the way he was walking. We all thought he picked up an injury. But then after the game, Wilfred Ndidi said it wasn't an injury, but then he felt cramps. That is why he prompted the bench and also the coaches to substitute him in the 69th minute. But then in that game, he performed extremely well. Let me take you through his performance in numbers. He had a total touch of 42. Pass accuracy is 86%. 2 tackles won in the game, 2 clearances in the game. He performed extremely well, bossed the midfield. His partnership and passes to Tammy Abraham were just excellent. And I love the partnership between these two. They are 2 Nigerian players in one team, and they are doing extremely well. Wilfred Ndidi is one to watch with besiktas in the Turkish league. I think he's going to do an extremely good job with the club. We also want him fit and also want to see him with the national team because the World Cup qualifiers is very important for Nigeria. But then, guys, this is the update concerning Wilfred Ndidi, who had a splendid game with besiktas over the weekend where they won by 2-1. Now, moving away from Wilfred Ndidi, let's talk about Christantus Uche. Christantus Uche set the Spanish La Liga ablaze with his performance with Getafe against Celta Vigo. Getafe won that game by 2-0. Christantus Uche scored a goal and provided an assist in that game. He walked away with the Man of the Match award. And for me, this is really good. This is a player that we saw in his first game for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He came in to play a penalty. And the confidence he used to play that penalty in the Unity Cup game was just there. I was like, who is this guy? Look, he then went on to play very well in the friendlies for Nigeria. Now he's back at Getafe, and it's like he never left. He's doing exactly the same things he was doing last season. Only that this time around, he's even doing it better and bigger because as a midfielder, normally people wouldn't characterize you or praise you for your goals and everything. People will praise you on what you do defensively or the passes and assists. But he's adding goals to his game. He's adding assists to his game, and these 2 things impact games for your clubs. And Getafe walked away with over 3 points because of the performance from Christantus Uche. So all I'm trying to say is I like the fact that he started the season very well, because when you start like this, it's good for your mental fortitude. It's good for your ego because now you want to do more, you want to score more, you want to provide more assists, which is very good for Christantus Uche. I'm going to add this. It would be very hard for Getafe to keep him because this player is playing an extremely good game for Getafe. And not only that, look at how he adds his presence to games. His physicality, his aggressiveness, the way he knows how to pass. He's always at the right place at the right time when he's playing in games for Getafe. I just think it's just a matter of time. He's going to go to a very, very big club. But then, guys, that was the performance from Christantus Uche. For me, he did an extremely good job, and it's good for Nigeria too because they have a talent on their hands, which is going to help them, especially in the World Cup qualifier games against Rwanda and South Africa. Next, let's talk about Ola Aina, who played for Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. They won that game by 3-1. And I'm not going to lie, Ola Aina played like the season, like last season was nothing. This season, he started on a very good note. For a fullback to play like the way he played, and the fact that they won that game by 3-1, I'm just impressed. I'm sold. Now, in that game, let me take you through his performance and numbers very quickly. Most duels won in that game was by Ola Aina, 8. Most possession won was by Ola Aina, 8. Most clearances was won by Ola Aina, 7. Most area duels won by Ola Aina, 4 out of 4. Most tackle won in the game is by Ola Aina, 3. Most interception, again, by Ola Aina, 2. He played extremely well with Nottingham Forest. And I think Nottingham Forest have a very good player in Ola Aina. And I don't know why other big clubs are not looking in his direction. Maybe it might be because of the AFCON and the time is being played, because he's a very, very good player for Nottingham Forest and also for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I like the fact that he's starting on a very good note with the EPL season starting. This is what you need as a player. As I said, it fits your ego. You want to do more. You want to keep going throughout the season. We pray for an injury-free season for Ola Aina. He should keep on shining and to keep on playing, because he's one of those instrumental players for Super Eagles of Nigeria, especially looking at the game they are going to play next month in the World Cup qualifiers. You need Ola Aina to be in that squad. But then, guys, Ola Aina is one of the players who performed very well for their club side. And let me know what you think. These are the 3 players who, for me, performed very well over the weekend. If there are other players who performed very well that I did not bring or talk about in today's video, let me know it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about some injuries. This is not what we always want to talk about. This is really bad for any team or any national team. But the players I'm about to talk about are key players who might impact or help Nigeria in their World Cup qualifiers, but then they are injured. First player on my list is Semi Ajayi. Semi Ajayi signed from West Bromwich Albion to Hull City as a free agent. At West Bromwich Albion, he was having persistent injury, and the injury he was having was a hamstring injury. Once again, at Hull City, just at the beginning of the season, there is another reoccurring injury, which is a hamstring strain, which is going to keep him out at least a month, which is really bad because the World Cup qualifiers is just next month. So you understand how this is all, panning out. If you do the mathematics, it looks like Nigeria are going to lose a key defender, which is Semi Ajayi. It will be a miracle if he's able to recover quickly and be declared match fit before the game Nigeria plays against Rwanda and also South Africa. But then, guys, Semi Ajayi has picked up another injury, which is a hamstring strain, which is going to keep him out at least a month. The next player on my list is Cyriel. Cyriel also picked up an injury playing for Rangers. And for me, I think he's one player who I've always said that he wanted to end collapse, wanted to get game minutes with Nigeria in competitive games. He does not want to be playing these friendly matches that they call him for. And the moment where we're all making the argument for him, he gets injured. It's rather unfortunate, but injuries are part of football. Football is a contact sport, so definitely there could be injury at any time. But we just hope that he recovers in time. That is the only thing I can say. But then Nigeria are going to lose a very good player who is currently on form and is scoring goals left, right, front, center. Next player on my list is Ahmed Musa. For Kano players, in their last game, he was limping off. So looking at that, I feel like he's one of those players that might not end a call-up to the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of their World Cup qualifiers, because looking at him limping, it looked like a very serious injury for the player. So these 3 players are all injured, and I think Nigeria are going to miss them. They are key players for Nigeria Super Eagles, but I believe Nigeria has suitable replacements for all these players. In the department where all these players play, Nigeria has good replacements for them. It's just a matter of playing very, very well. Is it going to affect Nigeria? Yes, it's going to affect them, because Semi Ajayi, for instance, is a very good defender. He's 30 plus, but still plays like he's 28, 27. For me, I feel like they are going to miss him a lot. For Ahmed Musa, Cyriel, they are very replaceable. You have players who can play exactly like them or probably better than them. So you don't have problem there like that. But then, guys, This is the update I have for you concerning all these players. Don't forget to comment, add your voice to it. If you want any question, if you want any updates, if you want any update concerning any player, let me know it down below in the comments. I'm going to bring you that in my next video. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in my next one. Vigo.